In white, lead the national team for Denmark. Players, get ready.
Welcome to our next game. The female teams of Norway and Denmark, starting in seconds. So, welcome to the next game of the 2023 Underwater Rugby World Championships in Montreal. We have the female teams of Denmark against the female team of Norway. And the game just started. Norway is playing in black, Denmark is playing in white. The Danish women were able to push the ball further in the Norwegian direction, but they got held by the Norwegians. They were playing rough on the surface for the ball, fighting for the ball. Norwegians trying to push the ball at least in the right direction, and she got the ball out, looking for a passing station to her colleague. Denmark recovered the ball, but lost it again. There's a fight for the ball in the middle field. Now Norway has recovered the ball, goes over to the Danish basket, and referee call. Ball was out of bounds, I think. Ball outside. No, it was holding. Holding from a Danish player, so free throw for the Norwegian team, very close to the Danish basket. Norway keeps in ball possession. They don't manage to come closer to the basket, but there is hard forechecking from Denmark. Stay in control of the ball. Passing over, building up some pressure in the corner. Oh, Norwegian player almost lost the ball, but she has it again. Passing over to Lidlabo. Number 12, Nergaards, trying to go in. Okay, stopped by a Danish defender. To bring the ball to the surface. And coming down again. Now they attack. But she's on her own, more or less. No chance to get in there. Need some more players down there. Number 7, Lidlabo. Okay, the Danish women recovered the ball, trying to escape from their own basket. Seems to be difficult. Ball goes to the surface. There's a scrum on the surface over the Danish basket. And players underneath waiting to be for the ball to be dropped out. And Norwegian is in ball possession again and attacks again. It seems like Norway is building up much more pressure than Denmark in the first 3 minutes. But the Danish women are defending very well. Not really a dangerous situation for them yet. And now they try to go to the other basket with the ball. But again, forechecking. Call from the referee, holding from the Norwegian player. She was holding back the Danish player with her feet, stopping her to move forward to the ball. There are some discussions on the surface. And it's free throw for Denmark. Very quickly, hard forechecking from the Norwegian player directly after the free throw. And they managed to get the ball, start a counter-attack, but stopped immediately again by the forechecking of the Danish players. So both teams try to win the balls in the middle field, of course. And Denmark started an attack, but lost the ball there. There was a little bit of confusion. And the Norwegian defender was there quickly to grab the ball, but they lost it again already. So a lot of fighting for the ball here. Possession changes between the teams quickly. And now you can see also the Danish team is able to build up some pressure. Didn't get close to the basket yet, but to keep in possession of the ball, move the ball, swim around, build up the attack from the corner, try and wait for a good moment to attack. There was a Danish player at the basket, but they didn't bring the ball there. So now they're trying to go in. Radfield, and she's moving out again. Placing number 2, Linda Jensen. She's keeping the ball, calming the game. Playing over to number 14, Narain. And gets stopped by the Norwegian forechecker, but they keep in possession of the ball. But the Norwegians do a very good job in not giving the Danish women any space in this game. So Norwegians doing hard forechecking, pushing the ball far back, far away from their own basket, and they gain the ball through fights. Pass behind the back was a little bit risky and not very precise, but still the fast break is going on. But the Danish forechecking still intact, managed to get the ball back, recover the ball, to bring it to the surface, pass it down again. And the ball is dropping. The Danish player recovered it. And they move forward again. Another player helping out. Both players stay underwater. Good chance to attack maybe. Number 17, Reuter going in, but she lost the ball unfortunately. And they recovered it again immediately. So Danish women are really putting pressure there on the Norwegian basket now. But the Norwegian defense is very stable and secure. Not easy to break in there. And referee call holding, free throw for Sweden, for Denmark. Sweden is not playing, of course. So the Norwegian women, of course, defend their basket, but there's no Danish player coming in there. And now they try to get in, push a little bit on the defender, passing back, maybe coming from the other side, bringing the ball closer to the basket. Number 10, Wegenberg has got the ball, passing it outside. And there's number 9, Kygelund. She lost the ball against the Norwegian forechecking. And now they will have a fast break. Trying to dive through the pool, through the very long pool, and some more players coming in. And now they're 2-on-1, very good chance. Defender coming in from Denmark. Norway playing, passing to the other side. She didn't get the ball, but she's very close. The ball is still in the game. Number 13 now trying her luck to push away the goalie. Passing down to number 14. She's also having number 3, finally gets the ball, bringing the ball out to the surface, and down again to number 13, number 8. But now the Danish women push them a little bit back. Norwegians calm down a little bit in the corner again, close to the surface, save some energy for the next attack. Edvardsen has the ball. So, and the Danish forechecking. Number 13 got the ball. Rudfeldt. Can she find another Danish player to pass? There's a scrum on the surface now, but the Danish players try to push the ball away from their own baskets, but Norwegian get the possession of the ball. Passing down. Number 14, Deadly, gets the ball, passing it to her teammates, and now they start an attack again. Number 8 going in, but is immediately and she scored. Somehow she moved away the goalkeeper. Here we have the replay. Number 8's going in there. A lot of Danish defenders fighting for the ball, but the goalkeeper tried to get for the ball and moved away, and the basket was empty. And Norway scored, so it's 0-1. 1-0 for Norway. Very strong attack by a Norwegian player. She was keeping in possession of the ball, although there were 3 or 4 Danish players. And now we have a timeout. Timeout, the white team. Denmark is now, they need a plan to recover from this goal. Maybe there was a little bit of a mistake of the goalkeeper of the Danish team here. She didn't stay on the basket. Maybe she was pulled by the Norwegian player. Anyhow, she moved away from the basket. She moved upwards, and the Norwegian player immediately saw the gap and threw the ball inside. Very strong play from the Norwegian player. So the timeout will stop very soon, and we will start the game with the ball in possession of Denmark. And go. Last 5 minutes in the first half of this game. And Norway recovers the ball quickly. Number 6, Ute has the ball, trying to move in there. They're building up some pressures again. The ball was very much in the corner of the Danish basket, but there was no Norwegian player reaching it. So Denmark got it, brings it to the surface, drops it to another Danish player. She's immediately held by the Norwegian players. 3 Norwegian players now fighting for the ball from the Danish women. Now they have it again. Can she find a passing station? Yes. Number 12, Nedgaard has the ball. Passing it down to number 2, Dahl, going in. And she's in the corner, pressing the ball there, holding it there, but she needs another player probably to push the ball. Okay, and the Danish defender got access to the ball, holding it tight to her body, and now there's a referee call. We don't know yet what is going on there. 2 referees discussing. Free throw for Norway. I think it was for roughing. So rough play by Denmark. 3 throw for Norway, and immediately attack. Have 2 people under the basket. Try to move in there. But the Norwegians managed to push them away. Oh, and now the ball dropped somewhere and scored. Number 1, Rannevig Lidlabø. Somehow she came from behind the Norwegian player. Here you can see, dropped the ball behind her back, down to the Norwegian player, and there was no defender anymore, and she could easily push away the goalkeeper and score the goal. Rannevig Lidlabø. Very beautiful play from the Norwegian team. A Norway player bringing the ball back out, passing behind the back, under all the defenders of Denmark that went up with her. And now it's 2-0 for Norway. So Denmark is trying to get in ball, stay in ball possession. But they lost it already. Very, very effective forechecking by Norwegian team. They get the ball back in the middle field. Now number 14 is going down herself, deadly, trying to pass to number 22, Hogsvær. And number 8 going in there again. But didn't manage to go through the defense. Passing over to number 10, back to number 13, back to number 10. So quick pass play here. Hard forechecking also by the Danish team. And now referee call again. We have holding from Norway, so little break for Denmark. They get in the possession of the ball, can bring it to the middle of the pool and have a free throw there. So Norway's making a lot of pressure on the Norwegian team. Norway making a big pressure on the Danish team, of course. Immediately they gain back the ball. The forechecking is so effective of these women. Passing down, fast break, going there. Held back by number 10, Wegenberg from Denmark. But still in possession of the ball, continuing the attack. One player after one coming. Edvardsen going in there, number 7 now, Lidlabø. And there's a scrum. Ball moves back to the surface. Now Norway recovered the ball. And they're going down again. 2 people attacking, passing over to another one, continuing the attack. Number 14, Deadly, helping out now. The Danish team. Korpi Tomola now got access to the ball, bringing it to the surface, but it's dropping down again. Ball is out of bounds. Ball outside the playing area. So this is a 3 throw for whom? For Denmark? No, the other referee is a different opinion. He's bringing the ball up to the referee. Probably they will have a referee ball. They are not really sure who dropped the ball out of bounds. Deck referee trying to calm the game. The captain of Norway is having a little discussion with them. So the captains are of course allowed to talk to the referees. The other players should not. They're having a talk. Okay, situation seems to be cleared. Norwegian captain moves away, and they will have a referee ball most likely. Yes, referee ball, players going down, and the ball is dropped and immediately picked up by a Norwegian player. They're very strong in the middle field, win the ball very quickly usually, and even score twice already. So the ball is in a scrum. 2 strong players fight for the ball. The ball doesn't get really out. You can see other players waiting underneath for the ball to drop out. But that's not really happening. Okay, Norway got possession of the ball and they immediately start the attack again. 1 player going in against 3 Danish players, so that was not the best idea maybe. Danish forechecking recovers the ball, but is not able to keep it. So there was a little bit of holding there from the Danish player, but the referee did not quite see. Oh well, maybe he did. Attacking the equipment. Danish player attacked the equipment of a Norwegian player. So 3 free throw for Norway. Very close to the Danish basket. Dangerous situation for them. Norwegian players already tried to bring themselves in position at the basket of Denmark, and they're going in directly with 4 players. And Denmark also has 4 players there, and the ball is locked between 2 players. And the ball still in a scrum on the surface. Well, it's the end of the first half. All the players seem to be tired. They're locking up the ball rather than giving it away. And this now is the halftime signal. So, very strong game by the Norwegian women. Denmark is putting a lot of effort into their defending their goal. Most of the time successfully well, but Norway managed to score twice already. One very strong attack by a single Norwegian woman fighting against 4 Danish defenders. Somehow managed to pull up the goalie from above and score in the empty basket. Second goal, very nice play. An attacker, very strong attacker from Norway, pushed up 2 defenders with her and the ball, managed to play the ball behind her back down to Runaway Litlabu, and she scored without any defender. There was a goalkeeper, but she could easily push away the goalkeeper and scored. Very beautiful second goal. And it's 2-0 for Denmark. And now we will have a very short break, and we'll be right back in 3 minutes. And now we're right back for the second half of the group game between the female teams of Denmark and Norway. Norway's again ball possession. Trying to attack the basket. Norway building up pressure already immediately in the first minute of the game. Stay in possession of the ball, passing the ball around, staying in possession, play at the corner, close to the basket of Denmark. And now attack, very beautiful pass down to number 20, and she's trying to push away the goalie, but she's got hold up by a Danish player, but she brings the ball to the surface, still in possession of the ball. Erlandsen in a scrum now, several players there in a scrum. Other place to go where Denmark get possession of the ball, but the ball drops now, and there's a Danish player waiting for it. Number 2, passing down to number 11, but the pass was interfered, and Norway is attacking again. Hold up immediately again, and the ball seems to be very much locked. Okay, Norwegian player tries to move up. Oh, and that's the chance for a fast break for Denmark. Wegenberg starting over to the other side of the pool, passing to a teammate coming, number 14, Raun, but immediately gets locked up by a Norwegian player. And now there has been choking from Norway. So she was attacking too hard on the neck, from behind, on the throat. So free throw for Denmark. Well, a little bit unlucky that the Danish fast break was stopped in that way, and Norway immediately after the free throw captured the ball. Their forechecking is so effective, and now they're moving to the other side. Danish defense coming right there in place. Norwegian player was probably making a pass to number 3, but Stine Dahl, but she was not there yet. So they had to go bring it back to the surface, fight for it, calm the game down, and maybe start a new attack. So long pass down to number 8, Petkevičiūtė. Going up again. And now Norway trying to attack again. Passing down to number 6 underneath the basket. But immediately defender and forechecker are there holding the ball, locking the ball. Ball somehow drops out in possession of Denmark again, and now there's a referee call. Referee call for. Okay, I think that probably is a warning. Referee's talking to the players. I don't know really what's happening. Okay, free throw for Denmark. Let's see if they can do better this time. Stay in possession of the ball after the free throw. It's very difficult to stay in possession of the ball in a free throw, but they managed well. played on the surface first and going down later, and now they're on attack. Number 13, Rotfeld, passing over to number 9, Skylund, but she has to bring the ball back out. No chance to get in there. Calming down the game, building up an attack. Still trying to fight and go for a goal, I guess. The game is not lost yet. Most important thing still, stay in possession of the ball, wait for the right moment to attack. Now they position a Danish player underneath the basket, but number 9 is not able to bring the ball in. Skylund has to bring the ball back to the surface. She's locked by a Norwegian player. Both fight for the ball. Now ball drops out to Norway and locked again immediately. Scrum on the surface. And number 20 Norway pushing out the ball. Now Denmark has the ball again and move slowly forwards to the Norwegian basket. And now they have attack. 2 against 1. There's no defender underneath the basket. But they have 3 or 4 Danish players there. But the Norwegian defender got possession of the ball and pulled it out. Passed it over to a teammate, and now they might have a fast break. Number 13 now is in possession of the ball. Swims over to the empty Danish basket, but the goalie is there in time, and the defender interferes. So, but number 13 is still there, still pushing in. But she only hits the rim. There was maybe a small hole, but not big enough for the ball to squeeze in. So, stressful moment for Denmark, but she managed to defend. They managed to defend this quick attack, and Norway now calming down the game again, taking their time, and the forechecking of Denmark now interfering a pass. She got possession of the ball, but not quite good control of it. And Norway has it again. And now there are 3 players going in at the same time. And all the Danish defenders going in there as well. They're fighting for the ball. Norway manages to bring it out again, stay in possession. And now Norway going in again. 3 players and some Danish players as well. They have the ball close to the basket, but the defender got a grab on it, and now she took it, handing over to another defender, trying to bring it out, but she swims directly into 3 other Norwegian players, close to the surface, and ending up in a scrum again. She's still holding the ball, but it's not really, but Norway managed to push it out. Passing over to number 8, Petrekovici, and she's going in. She's a very active and strong player, it seems like. Going in there alone, managing to bring it out, passing to other players. They're still fighting, but number 14 is deadly, is very much on their own. And now they have a Norwegian player underneath the basket, trying to pass over to there. The ball is at the corner, and number 8 now is pushing away the goalie, and they didn't manage to push the ball inside the goal. The goalkeeper was moved away already, but the ball just hits the rim and went out again. That was very close. Now we have a scrum on the surface again. So very, very strong attacks now by Norway. Denmark has a really hard time defending their goal. They're not able to really move forward outside of their own half. The forechecking of the Norwegian players is very, very strong. They don't give them any space. Always two Norwegians on every Danish player. She has to drop the ball, another Danish player catches it up, but again, two Norwegians trying to get the ball, and they do so. And attack again, number 22, going in alone, but moving out, passing over to number 14. There's two players underneath the basket now, passing over to number 14, back again, pushing over the goalie, and pushing in the ball in the goal. Berit Stetlie scored the third goal for Norway. Very strong play, passing back and forth, and really bringing the Danish defense into trouble. And Berit Stetlie passing the ball to another player, positioning herself under the goal, getting the pass back there and pushes away the goalkeeper easily. So we have a wide timeout for Denmark. Denmark probably have to discuss strategy for this game. It's very difficult to score 3 goals within 5 minutes. Teams get back to the water. Denmark is in possession of the ball, of course, after the goal. You can see Berit Stetlie scored, number 14 for Norway. Very well done by her. First bringing the ball in, passing over, positioning herself, get the ball back and score. And Norway immediately, very quickly recovered the ball. They're very, very good in the forechecking. Denmark has a really hard time bringing the ball to the other side. And Norway again in an attack. Now the Danish goalkeeper got the ball dropped down to her. She's locking in and pushed up by a Norwegian player. But they of course have to go to the surface now. Ball dropped down from the surface again to a Danish player, Wingberg. She's passing over. And now they maybe could start a fast break, but they are hauled up by Norway immediately in the middle field. They need more players on the water, more passing stations. No one really helping them very well. Wingberg again, fighting for the ball, passing it down to number 6, Jeppesen, and she's trying to go in there. But she has no other player now to help her. Now there's someone coming. Number 13. Okay, she's locking the ball, but there's too big pressure from Denmark, from Norway. They regain the ball. Now they have a scrum on the surface. And the ball drops out to a Norwegian player. And she immediately wanted to start the attack, but she was held back by Denmark. But now, ball went to the bottom of the pool. And fast break, directed to the goalie. She's pushing the goalie once, passing it over to number 4. He's pushing away the goalie, and no, she didn't manage to get the ball in. but number 12, and passing down, and not again underneath the goalkeeper, pushing the goalkeeper, but didn't manage to move her away. The ball is going up again now. Passed back to number 4, and number 14 now trying to attack again. No, she's turning around, calming down the game, passing over to number 9. They're building up the attack, waiting for the right moment, and now 3 players going there again. She was swimming directly into the feet of the goalkeeper. Did not manage to make an accurate pass, but they stay in possession of the ball. Berit Detlin now is being pushed to the surface, passing over to number 13. Number 12. Number 12 now is hiding the ball behind her back at the surface. To Hogsberg. Going in. Number 9 now has possession of the ball. There's a Norwegian player waiting underneath the basket, but they don't manage to bring the ball there. Danish number 4, Dina Iversen, managed to get the ball out, bring it to the surface, passing down to the defender, and now they have to try to move forward. Maybe they can manage to have a good attack in the end of the game. 1 minute and 30 seconds left, but they lost the ball again against Norway. Fast counter-attack. Number 5 scored in the empty basket. Elisabeth Ose. And we have a replay. Pass to the player, and she directly goes to the goal, and the Danish goalkeeper was not in place there fast enough. Another goal for Norway, so it's 4-0. And Denmark starts again. 1 minute to go. And Norway, before Denmark even reached the middle line, was able to get the ball back already. So very, very high pressure from the Norwegian team. They're playing really, really strong. Now they're building up an attack again. Number 9 waiting there on the other side, Frida Lysand. But the ball didn't get there. Number 10 holds the ball. Danish defender interferes, manages to get the ball, but has to bring it to the surface and cannot pass it on to another player. So there's a scrum on the surface, the lock in the ball, and referee calls. Referee says free throw against Denmark, so free throw for Norway, and they immediately try to go down. They want to score another goal. They're really for it. They're in the mood now. They put in high pressure. Number 6 lying there, waiting there. Number 9 also lying there and waiting, but didn't manage to get the ball back there. Number 20 now, she's underneath the basket, passing back out to number 9. Number 10, and the game is over. Very, very high pressure in the last minutes from Norway. They wanted to score another goal. So, game number 23 ended 4-0 for Norway against Denmark. We will have a very short break of a few minutes and be back for the next game, which will be the Austrian women's team against the Swedish women's team.
Dario, come.